Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here again with Droid Life, and we do indeed have a brand new smartwatch in front of us. This is the Fossil Gen 6. I feel like this watch has been in the works, or I guess we've been talking about it being in the works for what seems like forever, more times than I can keep track of, but it is finally here. We do have one. It's time to get to testing. I hope it's not too late or the timing isn't as bad as it sure seems for this watch. But either way, let's take a look at it. Let's dive in here. This is a first look and unboxing of the Fossil Gen 6. Now, I obviously mentioned that the timing here is not great because, well, Samsung and Google just announced and released, the Galaxy Watch 4 line, which has 4 different watches, and they're all spec'd out and super fancy and priced incredibly. And if I can get into this thing, and they run, well, Wear OS 3.0. So this watch and all the other watches not made by Samsung at the moment are, they run Qualcomm's chipsets and they run Wear OS 2.0. Wow, there are stickers everywhere. Scissors. We're just cutting everything. Oh, what in the world? How do you get into this thing? Oh, Jesus. I just cut my hands. Fossil Gen 6. Anyway, back on track. I think I've got, you can see the damage that we did. Just get off cover. Okay. So as I was saying, the timing here, it's just, I've written about this and how unfortunate all of it is, that I feel bad for Fossil, to be honest. Anyways, we'll talk more about that in a second. Packaging, still pretty standard Fossil. They did change the box. It looks upgraded. The box looks nicer. The old Gen 5 stuff. It's getting a little tired. Anyway, we have a new charger here. Let's see if we can get this. I mean, the packaging is throwing me for some kind of, what in the world? Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a plastic insert. This is wild. All right, a new charger. So charger, double pin action. There used to be, well, with the Fossil Gen 5 and all the Gen 5 watches, and I think even the Sport and right before that, they did the pin charging thing, and the pin charging thing was on the bottom. On the bottom here, which we'll get into more in a second, there's these charging rings, and they would come off. Like, they came off of everyone's watch who wore it on the daily. So anyways, they've apparently fixed that on the watch, and we've got a new charging ring. And I think we have double the pins now. I used to just have 2, I think. Anyway, so new charger. So that's exciting. Here is the watch. That's a sticker. You guys knew that. So that's a sticker. So this is the Fossil Gen 6. And we went with just the straight black rubber cheap band, the cheapest band there is. There are several different options. But anyway, so let me just catch up here again. So timing wise, Samsung released new Galaxy Watch 4 lineup, which has 4 different options, 4 different size options, 4 different price points. Starts as low as $249, which is absurd for all of the tech that Samsung built in. But the big thing for those of us, in this Wear OS watch game is the fact that they run Wear OS 3 and this guy doesn't. So this guy will one day, maybe a year from now, maybe 6, 7, 8 months from now. We don't actually know when. We're told this watch can run that. I probably need to plug this in order to turn it on. Anyway, we're told this can run 3.0 and it'll be fine. And one day we'll get there. At this stage, though, it doesn't. So you're buying this watch knowing that you're going to be behind the times. Anyway, let's talk specs. Actually, let's see if we can figure out how to turn this damn thing on. Plug it in first. Will that do it? There we go. I felt it. Oh, there it is. It turned up. Okay, so Fossil Gen 6. Let's talk about what it is, and then maybe we'll come back to the software stuff. I know I'm all over the place. Wear OS 2.0 in this, not 3.0 like in Samsung's. However, everything else has been improved here. So the case looks like it might be slimmer than the Gen 5, which I'll get out in a second. We still have the 2 pushers and the rotating crown, and hopefully the buttons are improved and things like that. As far as the design and stuff goes, it still very much looks like a Fossil watch. It looks like a fashion piece, not so much a sporty fitness piece, even though this will do kind of everything. This bezel looks like it might rotate like Samsung. It doesn't. It is fixed, but it's okay because you have the rotating crown over here. So Snapdragon Wear 4100 Plus on the inside. This is the first watch to launch with the Plus. Now, Mobboy has some 4100 watches, but they run the 4100. This has the plus. That means you get a special co-processor to help with battery stuff. So like always on display and some of those things where you don't need the full processor powering and juicing on and all of that stuff. So 4100 plus, that's good. 1 gig RAM, 8 gig storage. So not a ton of storage, but I don't know what you're really storing on your watch anyway. The gig of RAM we do love because we know with Wear OS watches that run Qualcomm chips, that gig of RAM is necessary. You have a 1.28 inch color AMOLED display up top, which you obviously can't really see because I'm on this screen. We'll show you in a second. It's 416 by 416. It's very high res AMOLED. It's supposed to be brighter, better outdoors, all of that stuff. It should just be overall a better upgraded display. So the watch also has a speaker, microphone. It'll vibrate on your wrist, all that stuff, just like any of their old watches used to. Bluetooth 5.0, there's an improvement. We still got GPS. We've got NFC. We've got Wi-Fi, accelerometer, an altimeter, an ambient light, and a compass, and a gyroscope, and off-body stuff. And you do have a heart rate sensor. It'll do blood oxygen, so it has a new sensor back here. So heart rate, SpO2, blood oxygen, all of that stuff. Fossil built in all of their fabulous battery modes where you can really fine tune this down to like Wi-Fi off or Bluetooth off or like this and that off. You can really sort of customize your experiences. We absolutely love it. It'll track sleep and activities and fitness stuff and all of that. I mean, this is Fossil. They're not exactly a fitness or tech company, but they have been making these for a while and they've been working on this stuff. Look, they've been improving Wear OS, whereas Google hasn't touched it. I mean, I know Google and Samsung apparently got together for Wear OS 3, but before that with Wear OS 2, like Fossil had to basically lead the charge for Wear OS. So that's again why it's unfortunate that they seem to have gotten left behind since they were, basically the brand keeping it all alive. 3 ATM water resistance, 44 millimeter case. So this is a big watch. And and you can see on the back here, 22 millimeter bands this takes. So swap them out if you want. I will be swapping this out, this thing. It doesn't actually feel as cheap as I thought it was going to, but it is just a cheap band. There are several options. There's like a brown leather one, I think, that has rubber on the inside. You can get the metal band if you want. You do have some, there's even like a camo Velcro option, which is goofy, but whatever. So yeah, let's connect it to an Android phone. All right, so here we are walking through the setup process. You guys seem to like it when we do this. So anyway, I turn this on. It says Wear OS. Open the thing up on your phone. We open the Wear OS app, selected Fossil Gen 6, and here we are. It's connecting. It's a little slower, but I'm sure it'll pick up. Maybe it's this running beta software over here on this Pixel 5. Who knows? So we'll speed through this as this happens. There we go. Connected. Getting stuff. All right, after setting up my Google account, it says you're all set. So we're all set. There we go. Fossil Gen 6 connected. All right, let's just let's set that there and talk more about it. So it's finishing. So before we dive in, let's just run through the Samsung situation again. So Fossil has said, look, our watch, this watch will run Wear OS 3. Obviously, it's not ready. Obviously, Google has done something with Samsung to where Samsung has some sort of exclusive on it, or everyone else is so dang far behind that no one else can have it or use it or get it ready or something for a super extended period of time. I mean, Google said second half of 2022 is when this watch and Mobboy's capable watches will get Wear OS 3. We don't know what that means. We don't know if that means... So Samsung's Wear OS is heavily skinned. You can't even barely tell that it's running Wear OS. So we don't know if Fossil's going to need to skin it, if Mobboy's going to need to skin it, and if there isn't this sort of bare bones version that they already ship. We just have no idea what the situation is. All we know is second half of next year is when it'll get it, which seems like a really long time. This watch costs $299, so $300. Samsung started at $250. Your OS version behind it. This is going to be a tough battle for Fossil, but we're here and we've got the watch. I'm still excited, even though I know this is just going to be weird. Look at that. We finally have a later button on the stinking Explore Wear OS. Okay, so here we go. Welcome to Wellness. Okay, cool. It's downloading stuff, Spotify. Oh, there's a system update already. We got all sorts of things going on. Let me let me wipe through all of this and then we'll rejoin you. Well, things have changed a little bit. We're fast forwarding, I don't know, 12 hours or so. So when I started this, obviously there was that software update going on and it took forever. And there was a bunch of app updates and things like that too. So I didn't want you guys to watch that happen and me fiddle with it and go, oh my gosh, Kellen, it's so janky, just like the days of old, like you did with the Galaxy Watch 4, which is by no means a janky watch. So anyway, we finished that. It actually just took a really long time and I went to bed, but we are back now. The watch is booted, up and running. I've set it up. I've been using it. I wore it to sleep. It tracked a little bit there. And, yeah, so this is the Fossil Gen 6. So, you know, wearing it for several hours and to bed and things like that. The watch at 44 millimeter, it's a large watch, but it's actually a lot thinner, I think, than you'll find in most smartwatches. You guys, I reviewed the TicWatch E3 recently, and that thing is, I mean, it's probably double the thickness here. An absolute monstrosity, uncomfortable thing. This is actually put together very nicely. It has a really good weight to it. So I've been wearing both a Galaxy Watch 4, the regular one, a 44 mil, and an Apple Watch a little bit off and on. And those watches are both very, very light. So this definitely has a noticeable amount of weight to it, which some may appreciate, some may not. And this band that comes with it, I know I kind of clowned on it earlier, but it's actually not bad for just a rubber sport sort of band. It's actually not as bad a quality. I'm still going to swap it out, but not too bad. So anyway, that was a shot of it on the wrist. Let me get you another one. So there it is on the wrist. So again, I by no means do I have large wrists. If anything, I have smaller wrists. And this is a 44 millimeter. It fits okay. I mean, it's big, and I'm sure you're looking at it going, dude, that looks huge. Compared to some of the other watches I've used, like I feel like the TicWatch Pro 3 is large. And so, yeah, it fits okay. And look, you can see profile wise, it's not a very tall watch. So I actually like the way it fits. You know, I don't have any weird gaps in here. I know you can't see that at all, but there's not any weird gaps. Remember the Galaxy Watch 4, if you watch our video there, like the band that came with that, like it was awful. This is actually a pretty nice fit, you know, rotating crown, you got your buttons. So, so far pretty impressed with it. The performance is solid. The charging is great. You can charge this thing up in a hurry. The always on display with plenty of colors. I'll show you that again. So that's the always on display. So this is the one that comes with the watch, plenty of colors there. And that's part of the deal with, you know, the 4100 plus and the coprocessor and allowing it to show colors and, you know, an upgraded display and that sort of thing. So if we take a look though, here is the Wear OS setup. I know some of you guys really care about watch faces that come preloaded. So here is a look at these. These are just, I haven't installed anything extra, I don't think. But if we scroll through, I believe it preloaded Facer. I think they must have made a deal with Fossil. I don't think I have Facer on my phone, so I don't know why that would have preloaded. But it did that during setup. But you can see some of these other ones. There's Fancy and Digital. Google Fit, obviously, it preloads some of those. None of these look insanely new or that fresh to me. I mean, this one is kind of the one you're seeing in all the ads and things like that. So it's kind of the main one. I will probably switch to, there was one, probably this one, just because it has all the stat tracking and things like that. So anyway, those are the preloaded watch faces. Not a ton there, but they are there. So what else do we show you? So a little bit closer here. So the watch itself, there's definitely some bezel floating around. You can see it right there. So you definitely get, the display isn't coming out to the very edge by any means. So you've definitely got some bezel, but that's kind of been a thing with Fossil watches for quite some time. Actually, the only watch that didn't really have much bezel was the original Moto 360, but it had issues and it had the flat tire, and we all know the issues there. So it definitely sort of has like a classic watch look versus, you know, Samsung's watches, like especially the Galaxy Watch 4, the regular non-classic one, where it's kind of more a sporty watch. This is more of a classic style. Obviously, it's got that chronograph style with the pushers, your rotating crown, your button. You know, this is Wear OS 2. You guys have seen this. So swipe over, here's your sort of Google Assistant, a look at your day. You swipe down, here's your quick settings tiles. None of this is like customizable as it is on like Samsung's watches. You swipe up and swipe from bottom up, and that's where you get your notifications. You swipe this way, and this is where you get to your different tiles. You can see it's got weather and SpO2, and there's sleep tracking. And if you keep going, there's an Alexa coming soon tile. So Alexa is apparently coming to Fossil watches. Press this top button. You can customize these, but this just has sort of the Fossil Wellness app out of the box. If you press this bottom one, it's set to do Google Pay out of the box. And then if you press this button, the main button, it gets you into your app drawer. And of course, I'm scrolling using the rotating crown, and it's very, very responsive and precise. Not that it wasn't on the Gen 5, but it feels really good. Of course, you can tap on apps, whatever you want to do. Click this to go backwards. So, and long press to get into your watch faces. So, I mean, this is Wear OS 2. You guys have seen this 100 times. You know exactly how this works. I will say that if we go into this little battery shortcut, you do have your battery modes, which are a big deal with Fossil. So there's extended and time only modes and things like that that'll try to get you extra battery life when you're running out of juice. Specifically, extended will turn auto on if you want to once you hit 10%. But if you go into and tap on daily and then scroll down and hit customize, and then if you scroll through here, this is where you can turn on like always on display, touch to wake. Some of those things are in there. Those are in a different section of the watch as well, but you can have your Bluetooth scheduled, turn your Wi-Fi and location, NFC off, those sorts of things. And those will all help extend your battery life. So we do have battery modes back again. There's obviously a bunch of wellness features. So activity tracking, sleep tracking, cardio fitness levels, which I believe is VO2 max on this, blood oxygen, and your heart rate. And it'll do continuous heart rate. You can switch over and use Google Fit if you want to get some background heart rate. You can obviously install several other apps. Has GPS, so you can take it on runs and whatnot. So yeah, long video about a watch that we kind of know a lot about. So again, 4100 plus platform. Performance will be great. Seems great so far. We'll be curious what battery life's like. Swap this band out. We will definitely put this thing through the testing. Just quickly so you can see it, here it is next to the Fossil Gen 5. I believe same size case. This was either a 45 or a 44. So pretty similar size case, slight different in design. You just sort of have these protectors around the crown now, whereas there was a little more exposed. This actually has a more unique look to it, I think, versus actually much prefer the look of the Gen 5 because I don't like this sort of knurling or whatever this is on this bezel. I think it looks kind of cheap. This one just looks a little bit slicker. If we go to that sort of profile view, about the same thickness. I mean, they're very similar in size. One just has an upgraded, you can see their upgraded heart and SpO2 sensor. The charging rings we also believe are upgraded and actually embedded underneath the case, so they shouldn't come out after charging it a million times. But very similar designs. And then if you want to see this as well, this is the Galaxy Watch 4, the regular one. This is the 44 mil. So same exact size case. You can see it's just a very, very different look. It's a much lighter watch as well. This is sort of more of a sport watch, whereas this is a fashion timepiece. Similar specs. I would say Samsung probably has them upgraded over, in the tech department, fancier sensor, possibly that sort of deal. This watch starts at $249. This particular model is $279. This thing is $299. Very different experiences. Wear OS 4 here, Wear OS 3 here, Wear OS 2 here. This is also heavily skinned and you can't really tell that it's Wear OS. So anyways, we do have a Fossil Gen 6 now. We'll start reviewing it. We'll have a full written review up at the site and all of that stuff. If you guys have comments, questions, or want to know anything else about it, let us know. We are Droid Life. Peace.